Mike, thanks for joining us. What were your expectations for Wembanyama last night?
Well, first of all, I am so impressed how his name just rolls off your tongue so easily. So, because it didn't work for me. It's like, for some reason, that name, I have to concentrate to say it, and you say it so beautifully. It was like when Giannis came in, it took me about a half a season before I felt comfortable saying Antetokounmpo, and then finally I got it. And last night, I'm saying almost like Wembanyama, because it just doesn't. I think I said it wrong a few times too. So I'm very impressed, Dan.
But do you ask the player? How often would you ask a player how to pronounce his name?
Fairly frequently. Not like that one, because that one, it's clear how you say it. It's just a matter of saying it correctly. But there are a number of them that you have to. For example, remember Anderson Varejao?
Yeah.
Played for the Cavaliers. Good player, very good player.
Yeah.
He changed the pronunciation of his name 3 different times during the course of his career. So first year I said it one way, and then the next year I asked him, and no, it's different. I said, is that the way you told me last year? He goes, no, this is really the right way. He was a lovely guy, but he changed it. So I do ask them frequently.
But he's not good enough to change the pronunciation of his name 3 times in his career.
No, probably not. But, sometimes it gets caught up in the American way to pronounce it. And there's still some people that say Dirk Nowitzki as opposed to Dirk Nowitzki. It's also confusing. These are the hardships of my job.
But you know what? We waited until we realized Giannis was going to be really good because we would just call him the Greek freak. And then all of a sudden it's like, he's going to be around a while. He's really good. We got to learn how to say Antetokounmpo.
Exactly. And I think I'm going to go with Wemby the next time I do a game.
All right. So what were your expectations?
I felt like a kid on Christmas morning, and this has only happened, a number of times all these years where you just can't wait to see somebody in person. As you know, watching a player, and I think in some ways basketball, perhaps more than other sports, watching a player on TV and then finally seeing them live are 2 completely different experiences. And because of his unique build, his size, his length, I couldn't wait to see him. And, obviously have high expectations. What you see he can do at his size is you really feel this one has a chance to be one of the all-time special ones. And when you see him in person, you're blown away by the size, the skill. But I happened to be there for the wrong game. It was probably his worst game. Credit to the Knicks for part of it. But that's what we're going to see from him. We're going to see brilliance one night, like the 38 in Phoenix, and we're going to see a 1-for-9 start at Madison Square Garden where they just completely smothered him. And I think he was a little overwhelmed by the moment, which is okay for a 19-year-old.